Good morning, students. Yesterday I have already explained in my previous videos regarding the determinants like many, much, and little, few, each and every. Now I will move further and explain you regarding the other determiners. So the next determiner is all. Okay? Okay. What is the meaning of all? It's very clear. All means whole, entire. These are the synonymous words for all. In Hindi, what do we say? Sara, pura. That means complete of any given quantity. That is the meaning of all. Sara. Right? Okay, now we need to understand this all can be used before countable nouns or before uncountable nouns. What do you think? Okay. The answer is it can be. I will make it more clear, try to understand it. I have written all here. All can be used with countables also, and all can be used with uncountables also. Got the point? Okay, but when you use it with the countables, that countable noun should be strictly plural. Try to understand this diagram. It's very easy. Suppose I have written all over here and I have indicated with the diagram that it can be used with countables and with uncountables. Why I have attached this plural to the countable? The answer is very simple. जवाब बहुत simple है कि uncountable noun का singular या plural से कोई लेना देना नहीं होता है. ठीक है? Singular plural का लेना देना किससे होता है? Countable से होता है. So, whenever I will use all with the countable nouns, that countable noun should always be plural. I will explain you through an example. Suppose I have to say, सारे लड़के, all the boys. So, can I write all boy? No, all boys. Because boy is countable noun, and with countable noun it will always express in plural. सारा पानी. What I will say? All the water. All the air. So as you can see, water and air is uncountable. These two things are uncountable. However, boys are countable. So when it has come with the countable noun, it is plural. And when it has come with the uncountable noun, right, it is as it is. I hope it is quite clear. Okay. Now moving on to my next determiner. The next determiner is both. Okay. What is the meaning of both? Yes, for two things. In Hindi we say dono, right? Two things, two objects. In Hindi we say dono. Very easy. But before, what type of nouns we will use it? First of all, it is strictly used for two objects. That two objects can be countable or uncountable, does not matter. What did I say? That those two objects can be countable or uncountable, does not matter. But it is always used for two objects. Example. Both. Yeah, it is plural in nature. That means when you will use both, right? That before any noun, that particular noun will always be expressed in plural. Okay, I say both the boy, not both the boys. I have to express it in plural as indicated over here. It is very precise, very clear. It is indicated already over here. Both the boys. Got the point? Both the books both girls, etc. Right, I have told you that it can be used with only two objects, and those two objects can be countable as well as uncountable, does not matter. How can it be? I can write both air and water. So, air and water, these two objects, as you know, are uncountables, but I can use it with the both. Right? Got a point? I hope it is pretty clear. You can see it on the board, note it down. Dear students, now I'll be moving on to a very important determiner, that is sum and any. What did I say? Sum and any. Right? What do you mean by the word sum? What do you mean by the word any? What do you think about that? Right? You need to understand a couple of things to understand it in a very clear way. I will give you some examples over here before expressing this sum and any. Okay, there are 5 types of sentences, as you know, like interrogative, assertive, right? And 5 types of sentences, interrogative, negative, and all that. But here I will consider 3 types of sentences. I will give one example. For example, I am saying, I have brought some books for you. What I have written, I have brought some books for you. Now, this is what type of sentence it is? Yes, it is assertive sentence. As you know, sentences that gives a simple plain statement, such sentences are called assertive sentences, or we can say affirmative, right? Because we are not asking any question. If I will ask any question, then that sentence will be interrogative. If any not or nothing, anything like will be there, then there will be a negative sentence. It is very clear. So this is assertive sentence. Now another example I am giving you of the same sentence. I am changing it to interrogative. Have I brought any books for you? Okay, so this is the interrogative form of the same sentence which I have written above. So this sentence is interrogative. As you are quite aware, sentences that asks any question, right? Those ask any question, that type of sentences are called interrogative sentences. You must be aware about the sentences. Okay. So did you note anything? That when I wrote the sentence in assertive form, then I have used sums. And when I have written the same sentence in interrogative form, so instead of sum, I have used here any. Got the point? That means that if sum is used generally for the assertive sentences, affirmative sentences, and for interrogative sentences we use, instead of sum we use any. Meaning remain the same. Now I am writing the same sentence in negative form. I have